So, folks, yeah, 2 games remain in the end of the season, and it's in our hands. But can we keep ourselves in that playoff spot? Here we go. Hello guys, and welcome to Dreaming is Possible here with Chesterfield. And as you can see with the league table, Stoke have actually played an extra game. They've already just they've had the early kickoff already, sort of things. So they've already played. They did draw that game, but it's given them enough points to book themselves in the playoffs. It's between us, Fulham, and Brentford for those last 2 spots. Now we have got 2 games. We are playing Blackburn. We are playing Preston. They are mid-table, nothing really to play for. We can see the 3 teams that are already relegated. So that's not an issue anymore. But anyway, all we need is a point from 2 games. That's all we need, because our goal difference is better than the other 2 teams by quite a margin. You know what I mean? So we just need a point from either of these 2 games. Now, the way that we've been playing recently, a point is it's not particularly an easy thing to get. We did finish last episode obviously with a massive flourish. We're hoping that has given us the confidence to go into these games, but like I say, it could be over in the first game. We could get a point, we could get 3 points, and then we know we're definitely guaranteed in the playoffs, or it could go down to the very last game of the season. Let's find out, shall we? So here are the 2 lineups going into this one. They are playing a 4-2-2-1 with wing backs. That's what Preston are playing. They are the away team, so hopefully our home fans will get behind us and stuff. As for us, we've got Matthews in goal. There's no question about that. We got Wyatt, Fleming, Parola, yes, and Toffolo. There is no Clark because he is out with an injury. Well, it's not an injury as such. He's picked up a virus. He's out for 5 to 7 days. So he's literally picked up a virus. So we've got Parola and Fleming going to partner each other at the back. We've got Dreyer and Sutton in midfield, and then we've got Dembele going to play in that cam role. He played really well when he came on in the last game, and I think that worked out well. And Garber and Mbenza out on the wings with Spyro up top. He's back in good form, as we know, with that hat-trick in the last game. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can build on that form and we can now beat Preston. So like I say, it's in our hands. It's there for us, to throw this this chance away. And I'm just I hope that the confidence from that last game is gonna spur us on, as they have just hit the crossbar. So yeah, it's nervy. It's nervy. Our players probably going to feel that's definitely going to be playing a key factor. His nerves are going to be coming into this, as Wyatt has literally given that straight back to him. As Rafferty and Johnson now play this round on the edge of the box. Dreyer has managed to get a foot in there and is now going to play this out here to Mbenza. The passing seems a little bit sort of erratic at the moment, and I think that's just nerves as Mbenza surges into the box. Not a bad ball in, but it was a little bit too close to their keeper. So keeper under a little bit of pressure there, plays it out. It's gone straight to Wyatt, which is good for us. So can he get the ball in the box? He can, but he wasn't able to find Sparrow in the middle, and they now come away with it. So we come in up to half-time, and we have actually reached half-time, and it's 0-0, which is an okay result for us at the moment. I know it sounds a little bit boring and stuff, but yeah, 0-0 is going to be fine. It will keep us in that playoff position. It won't guarantee us a playoff position. As you can see, Preston have actually had more of the efforts and shots and stuff, and they've had more of the possession. And I think that's just down to nerves. I think more than anything, I think our players have got that sort of nervousness about them. Don't obviously want to lose the game, and I think they're not pushing forward as much as what they would normally do. It's not that I've changed anything. It's just I just think that's what's happening. I think that's what we'll get to them. But hopefully, fingers crossed that we can get something in this second half. So there's a chance for Preston as they filling that one into the box. But we've managed to get this away, and Garber now picks up the ball and is surging forward. Can he? Oh, and he's just run straight at the player. There was loads of space, and he ran straight at their player. I don't know why he would do that, But it's played out here to Rafferty. And he's going to get this inside. He's found Ledson, found Bayliss for them. Back to Ledson. Bayliss again. Played out. Here's Hughes. Need to get a challenge in. Wyatt has got a challenge in. I'm always worried when they go for the challenging because they give away a penalty. Wyatt's gone through here. It's a good ball out here to Garber. He's got some space. He's got some time. Can he pick someone out though? He's picked out. And Benza, who's hit the bar, it's come back across here to Garber. It's still in play. Finds Wyatt. Fires this one back in. Not able to find anyone directly. Toffolo now to Mbenza, but that's a poor effort. And it just has a feel of nerves about it. It really does. So I'm going to make a couple of changes. As you can see, Mbenza is playing poorly. like, you know, he's got a 6, and Spyro's not really gotten into the game, so he's on a 6.4. So brought Kyle Warner on that left-hand side, and also I'm going to play Glatzel up top. In fact, I'm going to make him a winger there rather than inside forward, and maybe actually change that to an attacking midfielder. We'll try that, see if that works. So chance now as Toffolo plays his across here. Substitution's not made at the moment, so the other player's still on the pitch. Toffolo, can he get the ball in? He can, but he's not picked anyone out. It's just hit into the box, hit and hope more than anything. That wasn't able to pick anyone out. Wyatt just lays his back to Sutton, gets it back from Sutton. Sutton now plays it out to Garber. Can he whip this one across? He can. It's a chance, and Benza again not there, and that'll be his last chance of his game as he make away. So it looks like we might actually get the 1 point. I mean, it's 0-0, and there's only like a few minutes left of the game, like, and it's kind of a bit of a drab effort. But no, we actually definitely are going to get the points now, as Kyle Warner, replacement for Mbenza, has come on and shown Mbenza what he should have been doing. So great from Kyle. He gets his 3rd goal of the season at a crucial time, and we are now going to surely be in the playoffs now. We only needed a point. There's only about 4 minutes left of the game. It bounced in. Keeper should have done something about that. It was right there for him to grab, and wasn't able to. And like I say, Kyle Warner has just come in at that far post, whatever, and managed to, stick it in. So bit of a drab affair, but we're there. We are guaranteed in the playoffs, and that is what is going to happen, guys. We did kind of turn it around more into our favour in that second half, but it was a very sort of a nervy kind of game. But at the end of the day, it's 3 points. It's there. We only needed a point, and we've managed to get it. So as you can see there, guys, we have played the 45. Fulham and Brentford are yet to play as well, so it doesn't really matter. We have booked ourselves a place in there. It's for those two teams now to battle it out between each other with the last 2 games that they've got, and to see which one of those is going to sneak into that 6th and final playoff spot. But we are in the playoffs, and we have made it. We will be facing Blackburn in our final game of the season. But yeah, it will be playoffs on Monday, and we'll see how the playoffs pan out, but we'll find out who we get in the playoffs just as we play Blackburn. So let's get into that. So it's the final game of the regular season, and these are the fixtures, and the only kind of position left to fill is obviously that final playoff spot. And as you can see, between Brentford and Fulham, well, they're both actually playing both of the Bristol sides. Bristol City away for Brentford. That's going to be a tough game for them. They sit in the 6th space. They already sit in that slot. But Fulham are at home, and they face Bristol Rovers, who are at totally bottom of the pack, got nothing to play for apart from pride. So yeah, it's going to be tough for Brentford to hang on to that, because I'm sure Bristol City will not want to just give up. You know what I mean? They're I'm just going to double check, but I don't honestly think 89, 1991. Well, unless there's a massive swing, Bristol City, still could technically. It's still mathematically possible. They can actually get into the Premier League automatically. West Brom sit there, but they've got that 10-goal difference, But there could be a massive swing, depending on how the games fill. So Bristol City aren't going to let that one go too much. So Fulham, they've got a real good shot of getting in there, because as you can see, Brentford have got a 3-point gap on them, but the goal difference is better in Fulham's favour. So interesting to see how that one's going to pan out. So here are the 2 lineups going into this one. It is a 4-2-3-1 from Blackburn, similar to ourselves, obviously. And I've decided to give Kyle Warner. Why not? He got the winning goal that got us into the playoffs. He's gonna start in this one. Will Patchin's going to come back into that cam role as well, just because I didn't think Dembele did that well in the last game. That's the only reason. And I know that Will Patchin and Spyro got a better sort of understanding. They have a yellow line between them, so they have a good understanding. Lewis is coming in on the left hand side there of defence. We've also got Oliver Clay going to start alongside Matt Clark. The reason being is that Ty Fleming has picked up a knock in training, so he's out for this game. No, he's not. Sorry, it's not Ty Fleming that's out for this game. It's Parola that's out for this game. Sorry, he's picked up the knock. And Ty Fleming isn't fully fit for this one. He's at about 90%. That's why I've got Oliver Clay starting alongside Clark. So we are away for the final game of the season. It doesn't really matter what the score is, but it's always nice to finish on a win, because then that confidence then going into the playoffs will be a massive sort of like factor. Through here though, we got a chance. Anti-Sparrow is in, and he got sort of caught in like no man's land there, not able to do anything with it. So chance here for Blackburn as they work this through. Here is Armstrong now as he surges into the box. Great effort and good tip over there from Matthews. So Oliver Clay starting things up from the back. Here is Wyatt now. Richard Wyatt surging forward. He's still going. He's still going. It's still Richard. He's going all the way, and he should have played it inside to Sparrow instead of going all the way for goal. But I think his eyes lit up. He runs so far, and I think he just thought, yeah, why not? Chance now as Garber plays that one through. Warner's there. Can he finish? Oh, no, hits it straight at Muric, and yeah, I thought Warner might have been on again because, like I say, he scored, didn't he, like, you know what I mean, in the last game to give us that win. Clark now to Dreyer from this, I think it was a corner, but Dreyer now, back to Wyatt. Can he get it in? No, he just hit it straight at the Blackburn player, and now they're going to make a break off down this this wing with Masonda. I think that's Charlie Masonda probably. Is he Chelsea? Charlie Masonda? Dreyer now into Sutton. Over the top. Garber, can he get there? Just knock it back. Just knock it back. No, he's trying to do it all himself, but he's done all right. Sparrow back to Levi Sutton. Comes to Richard Wyatt. Cross, Warner's there, and Warner's in again. Wow. Finding his form at the right time, which is good. As we, like I say, the playoffs are there. And Benza, I mean, don't get it wrong, but Benza was in good form, and then he just didn't have a good game, did he, for when Warner came on in the last game. But yeah, it was good to see that our left-sided is looking like pretty strong with Warner and Benza there. But yeah, good goal from him as he was just ghosting in at that far stick. So it looks like Will Patchins picked up a knock and might have to come off. So we'll look at maybe changing him at half-time rather than just taking him off now. Garber knocks that back to Sutton. Sutton's into Sparrow. Can he get there? Sparrow has managed to turn around and get into the box here. And yeah, it's a little bit poor at the end of it. Dreyer over the top from the throw-in. Sparrow, can he get there? He can. Oh, but Muric was quick enough to like just jump on that, like, and Sparrow should have like fired it a lot sooner than what he was trying to do there. It's falling into Carl Warner. Warner through. Garber's in. Chance now, surely. Oh no, Muric is there again. Standing up strong. We're getting some good shots on him, and he's saving quite a lot. He's keeping Blackburn in this game. It's coming from the corner. Will Patchin's actually going to hit that, but yeah, it's over the top. So it is half time. They've only had the one shot on target themselves, but as you can see, 18 shots we've had, 7 of them on target, and I think a lot of, as you can see down here, best performance. Muric is basically keeping Blackburn with the one, you know, the 0-1 scoreline, like in our favour. But yeah, it's yeah, he looks like he's a decent goalkeeper, so maybe we'll get a scout to have a look at him. Put into the box. Clark gets a head on it. It's coming to Masonda. It's come out here to Dramea. And that's a great finish from Dramea. And they've leveled things up. He gets his first goal of the season as well. Cody Dramea. What a goal to get. Clark heads this out just to nobody, really, just trying to head it out. And it comes here. No one's picked him up. And he just hits it first time. And what a hit right into that bottom corner. Another throw in for Blackburn. They've come out in the second half, and it seems to be all Blackburn at the moment. They've hit the post there. They've obviously had a little bit of a rollicking at half time, and they've come out, and like I say, in the second half, and they are in more control of the game than what we are at the moment. As they just try to get one in from the corner, but yeah, headed over. Every time I go to try and do something, it goes into a highlight. So I'm not able to change anything just at the I just want to get the highlight out of the way so I can see what's happening. Wyatt plays it through. Anthony Sparrow now. And, oh, well, yeah, there we go. 29th for the season. If you can pick up another one and get number 30, that'd be great. But, yeah, 29th goal of the season. I mean, he's still got the playoffs to go, haven't we? So he can still, like, you know, get that 30th goal. But it was just weird how he just nonchalantly, like, just passed this into the goal. Yeah, maybe the goalkeeper was at fault. I don't know whether it was just a good finish. So a chance here for Oliver Clay as he pushes forward. Here's Wyatt. Back to Dembele, who has only just come on. Can he get round? He can. It's played into the box. Subaru is there, knocks it back. Sutton hits this, and surely that is game, set, and match as we blast that into the back of the net. So it is Dembele. just gets past his man just enough to get the ball across, headed away there, but Sparrow was the quickest to react, lays it back to Sutton. He could have like spun maybe and hit his, knowing that he's got the chance of getting 30 goal, but he was unselfish, played it back to his captain. So we're into injury time. We're leading by 3-1, and it looks like it's all going to be done and dusted as they get a final corner here. Played in, Patchin actually gets on that. A hell of a blast there, but it hit the side netting, and I'm sure that is where the referee is going to say that's it, and it is. So there we go, 3-1, 2 games, and we've both won both of them, which makes a shame we've not done that for a while. Yeah, both games won in an episode, and what a time to just get our form back, which is great going into obviously these playoffs. Let's find out now who we're going to be up against. So there is all the games done for the season, all 46 played. It is Fulham that do sneak into that final 6th spot as they turn things around. They were losing, as you recall, 1-0 at half time. What a turnaround in that second half. They obviously got a bit of a rollicking because they turned it around and made it 5-2. Yeah, they were losing 1-0 at half time, turned it around, and as you can see, Bristol City just didn't let up. The same player that gave us a nightmare game, that's Semenyo, he gave us a bit of a nightmare when he's did the same to Brentford, and our old player there, that we used to have on loan, getting sent off, and Beck Sorensen there getting sent off. So it's actually Stoke, it's not Fulham at all, it's actually Stoke that we're going to be playing in the playoffs, but the first leg is going to be away at Stoke. So yeah, can we get past Stoke? I feel that there's a possibility. The results that we've got against Stoke in the league this season, we started off early on in the season in August, and we got a 3-2 win. So it was a close encounter, not of the sort of science fiction kind, but yeah, it was a close encounter against Stoke there with a 3-2 victory over them initially when we were at home, and then when we played them away, we lost 2-1. Oh, that was one of the games where we lost in the 90th odd minute. So nothing between the two sides really, is there? We've got a result each, so, and Fulham will be playing Bristol City. So yeah, 4 evenly sort of matched sides, I'd say. They could go either way. For I think it's just whichever team turns up kind of thing. And we'll, like I say, tune in on Monday. One of those will be massively appreciated. We got 2 wins at the end of the season. We are in the playoffs, guys, and yeah, there'll be the playoffs on Monday, and then it'll be kind of either a roundup on Tuesday or it'll be a playoff final. We'll see how things pan out. But have a good weekend, and I'll catch you next time. It's Dave from Mumongu Gaming, signing off. Cheers.